It's Halloween! I mean, it's not, but it's October, so it's close enough. It's spooky season. Yes, which means the pumpkin spice latte is alive and well. I have partaken in the PSL, Be Still, My Quaking Vagina, and I finished it. Be Still, My Quaking Pancreas, and it turns out that, as with every year, pumpkin spice has pervaded everything. There are pumpkin spice soaps, pumpkin spice bath bombs, pumpkin spice spices. So I should not be terribly surprised when a pumpkin spice gin comes about. And this is one of those videos that only about half of you are going to watch because it's not whiskey. And I don't care because this is batshit crazy. From the kind folks that brought us such wonders as Brussels sprout gin, it's real. I've done a video on it. Feel free to have a look at that at some point. I still have the whole bottle on the shelf, so might do a revisit on that one at some point, might subject other people to it, who knows. This is Pickering's. Pickering's is a local gin distillery in Edinburgh. Quite like Pickering's. I've tried to work for them several times, unsuccessfully. It's always the way. People more competent and talented came along. Bastards. So they decided to jump on the bandwagon. They've been getting quite good with their flavoured gins. And when I say flavoured gins, I don't mean the kind where it's kind of like artificial flavourings and tons of sugar to keep the bitches quiet for 5 minutes. I mean, you know, they put a bit of effort in. They've got a sense of humour over at Pickering's. Quite a fan of them as a general rule. I really like their standard red cap. So we're going to see what this is like. Now, up until recently, this was the only coffee flavoured gin, he says, and then immediately regrets not having checked that. I'm almost certainly wrong. Now I say that out loud. But it was the first one that I was aware of. Let's put it that way. Yes. And then almost immediately, Sipsmith came out with an espresso gin. So that's fun. Perfect serve. Served with tonic, a dash of Angostura bitters, and an orange slice. I definitely don't have an orange. Do I have Angostura? I've got Fee Cherry. I don't think I've got Angostura, bizarrely. What am I doing? Actually, no, I definitely don't have Angostura, because I would have done a bitters shot by now for the attention. Need to get around to that at some point. This delightfully Moorish, naturally coloured and flavoured gin has been handcrafted by Pickering Gin at Summerhall Distillery in Edinburgh. So somehow this is an integrity bottling. I love them. I fucking love them. Adding a grown-up twist to this autumnal favourite. Yeah, take that, basic bitches. Enjoy the initial sweetness of vanilla and spice of cinnamon, which leads to a subtle finish of freshly ground coffee. So it's all in here. I don't know if they actually put pumpkin in it. I also don't care, because it's not supposed to have it in the first place. It's just there to keep, you know, basic bitches quiet. Natural colours may fade over time or in direct sunlight. So keep it in a coffin. It doesn't actually say that, but can you imagine? Cool, so I have already sawn the wax off of this because I didn't feel like doing a 4-hour live stream today entitled "Man Tries and Fails to Open Bottle of Gin!" ! Smiley face interrobang. So that's off. Real cook. I don't know why you care about that. We're not going to do a perfect serve because I don't have any of the ingredients to do a perfect serve, despite having bought this nearly 2 weeks ago now. That was 2 weeks ago? My God. What have I been doing all this time? I asked my patrons many moons ago, what would you like to see me do as an autumnal? And this was the runaway winner, so everybody wants to get in on that pumpkin spice. Now, the usual rules of engagement apply with gins. We're going to try that. That's a fascinating colour. We're going to try them neat, and then we're going to add some tonic. I am on the last of my Merchant Hearts. I did have some Cushy Dews, but I drank it because I really like Cushy Dews. Not Spawn, just saying, it's really nice tonic. It's a lovely kind of beigey orange colour, I suppose, if I hold it up to the light. Yeah, it's, you know, it's I'd call it Muted Halloween. There we go. Dulux. If you're looking for someone to come up with more names, get on to me. Oh my god. This motherfucker. Okay. Yeah, okay, right, cool. You gonna tell the boys and girls at home what you just smelled? Yes, I am. Cinnamon, nutmeg, and pencils. It's lots of pencil. Bit of black pepper. The fuck is that I'm smelling? Something is strangely sickly about it, which is weird because there's no sugar in this. I don't know if I'm getting juniper or my brain is just like, what is happening right now? Am I smelling autumn? I think I'm smelling autumn. Really getting like a freshly sharpened pencil off of this. Really getting that. I'm not convinced it's a bad thing. It just took me by surprise. It's very spicy. It's got a lovely kind of... It's got that lovely pumpkin aroma that actual pumpkin stuff doesn't really have. You know what I mean? Like lots of pumpkin stuff will smell of this aroma that is bafflingly associated with all pumpkin scented and pumpkin flavoured things. But if you actually stuck your head in a pumpkin, you'd be like, la la la. You know, it's not squash scent. It's not vegetal. It's this bizarre concocted pumpkin scent that doesn't really exist in pumpkins. And that's the best way I can think to describe it. Because I don't know what it is. It's something weirdly, like, creamy about it. There's pepper, kind of carroty in a strange way. It does have like a vegetal kind of a funk. Kind of a. How many times are we going to say kind of a there? Blimey. It's like I stalled. Wow. Oh shit, I'm spilling it on myself. What have we learnt about recording several of these in a row, John? Oh, bollocks. I like this jumper. Right, let's try it neat before something else goes wrong. Oh, God. If they were aiming for cinnamon-flavoured potatoes, they nailed it. Ah! Let's go it again. Let's try that again. Let's... Oh. Getting a little bit like Bassett's milk bottles that second time. A juniper kind of... It's kind of like you got rear-ended by cinnamon and potatoes, and then whilst you were kind of like writing out your insurance details, Bassett's came and T-boned the car, and then you just kind of like gave up and went to the pub instead and got drunk. There's a bizarre confectionery, kind of vanilla-y, milky kind of a sweetness. I can't find the coffee anywhere. I was looking forward to coffee, to be honest. But to be fair, there shouldn't really be coffee in it because if anyone's ever watched the is it Food Fiend? No, Fact Finder Food. Do you know what? I'll link to the bloody channel. They're very famous, and I don't know why I can't. Food Theory. That's the bloody channel name. They did something on the PSL, and their findings were basically that it tastes the way it does because it doesn't taste like Starbucks coffee, which isn't that good to begin with. Let's put some tonic in this and see what happens. I'm maybe going to go a bit more generous than I normally would because fuck it. The colour's stuck around. I would say it is 70s ecru now. Oh God. Okay. It smells like if you gorged yourself on custard tarts. You know the ones with the nutmeg on top? And then threw up everywhere. It smells like that. It's unappealing as a smell. It's not good. It's not, I wouldn't smell that and go, mmm. There's a horrible sickly edge to it. It's not vanilla, it's not spice, it's not coffee. There's just kind of like this wave of, there's something nauseating about it. It's this weird, creamy, slightly biley smell. I feel bad that I'm like rinsing this. It's strange. It's very odd. It's not too off-putting, but it's odd. You know, you'd be like, oh, I don't know about that. So, let's drink it. Do you know what? There's a heavy milkiness to it, which I suppose if you're looking to replicate the flavour of a latte, you've nailed it. It's really lactic. There is a cinnamoniness to it, there is a nutmegginess to it. Given that gin is already a spiced liquid, it's weirdly lacking in the spice. There's something a little bit stale about how it's flavoured. There's something... I don't think the tonic goes with it. I think the Angostura is maybe there to kind of like, you know, add something to it, to kind of like distract you from the rest of it. The smell's not good. As you bring it up to your nose, it's not good. It's not nice. It's not the kind of, oh yes, lovely, you know, it's the kind of, oh, little Jimmy's had too many sweets and he's been sick again. It's that kind of a, yeah, I don't know about this one. It's bizarre, it's kind of all over the place. There's a weird kind of like orangey citrusy kind of a thing going on. It's a little bit peppery. So the camera felt so bad about the mean things I was saying about this, it cut out and I was ranting to an empty room for 10 minutes, which is fine, I'm used to it at this point. But yeah, this ain't great. It's all over the place and I'm just not vibing with it. The coffee's weirdly absent. I don't care for the colour too much either. It's just, yeah. Just that weird, horrible, sickly milk bottles smell. Let me know down below. What do you think of pumpkin spice flavoured stuff? I am amazed by how easy it is to fuck up pumpkin spice flavouring. I recently got one of our chefs to make a homemade pumpkin spice syrup for coffees, and it was fucking brilliant. All they did was add a load of spices with some brown sugar and make a simple syrup that had spices in it. That's all they did, and it was fucking banging. Absolutely brilliant. 10 out of 10. Loved it. And then we started getting busy and they had lots to do, so I was like, do you know what, I'll buy some in. And we got, I won't mention the brand, but we got like a proprietary one in, and it's rubbish. It tastes like weird candy floss with like this artificial pumpkin flavour. It's just a bit crap. It's not great. So yeah, lesson learned. I don't know how you fuck that up. It's such a simple recipe. It genuinely is really easy to do, and just loads of companies fuck it up, and I don't get why. Because you're just not going to buy it again. How difficult is it to just put spices in? Anyway, let me know down below, what's your favourite Halloween thing to do? I personally just love it, seeing like jack-o'-lanterns in windows. I love that. I love the atmosphere around Halloween. I can't put it into words, I just love the season. I really do. I'm one of those people. Christmas, it's fine, you know. I mean, the food's alright if nothing else. But anyway, thumb this video if you enjoyed watching a man suffering through something he thought he'd enjoy, only to be found that he did not. The end. Subscribe to the channel if you like seeing a man pulling funny faces at weird gins. And do join me next time, where I'll be drinking something else.